Tzu started research and development on turning PET bottles into blankets in 2006. And in 2007, the first batch of finished products were sent to the Philippines for disaster relief. To this day, 1.17 million blankets have been sent to 43 countries and regions for disaster relief. Here's more.
The gray blanket is used to make the bed. The resident, Obernia from Ormoc Great Love Village in the Philippines, treasures the blanket as she uses it every day.
5 years, 6 years na.
It was 2013 when Typhoon Haiyan struck, and now it's 2020. This blanket accompanied me when I moved to Great Love Village. It's been 5 or 6 years, and I still use it today because I'm very grateful to Tzu. If I don't pay attention to this blanket, it's like I've ignored Tzu's love and compassion.
For so many years, Obernaya has kept the Tzu blanket as a treasure. The Philippines is a matriarchal society, and when her eldest son got married, she specially used the blanket as a gift. Tzu's emergency relief blankets have been sent to 43 countries and regions with 1.17 million blankets distributed, which is equal to 37,000 Taipei 101 buildings. It's also a useful tool in Taiwan's diplomacy, as the material from which the blanket is made is quite special, as it all comes from PET bottles. The recycled PET bottles are crushed into plastic pellets and then melted at a high temperature of 300 C into a liquid, and a machine pulls out a single fiber. The yarn in the picture is only 5 to 10 microns in diameter, about 1/10 that of a human hair. The gray tone comes from the yarn extracted from the PET bottle. It is not processed and dyed and maintains the original color. After pattern making, tailoring, and ironing, volunteers are responsible for the most complicated task, which is sewing the edge of the cloth. With this, the blanket is completed. At 1,548 grams, or about 60 PET bottles, one can make an environmentally friendly blanket.
We have this technology, and the recycling volunteers at the recycling stations are also able to separate and sort these PET bottles. They remove the bottle caps and bottle rings and recycle them very cleanly, so that we can make such an environmentally friendly blanket.
Thank you very much to our Tzu volunteers, who also play a very important role. We often see many Tzu volunteers recycling these bottles and using them for social welfare purposes.
These eco-friendly blankets are the dazzling achievement of Taiwan's environmental protection technology. PET bottles of polymer made, petroleum refined, terephthalic acid, and ethylene glycol were used in large quantities by Taiwanese beverage companies in 1984. But there was no concept of recycling at the time. It would be incinerated or buried, but soon another way was found.
This is 1990 and $12 million. These are PET bottles.
These old photos show Eugene Chen, Taiwan's first EPA minister, inspecting the first PET bottle recycling plant. To this day, the use of PET bottles has been increasing year by year, and the EPA says there are as many as 4.7 billion bottles used per year. Therefore, the plastic crisis still exists, and recycling creates future opportunities that will continue.
A folder like this is originally made of PP or PE. Our PET bottle caps are also made of exactly the same material, so of course we can recycle it and reuse it as a cover.
Today, the recycling rate of Taiwan's PET bottles is as high as 95%, has become the glory of Taiwan. The 2018 World Cup featured 16 national teams whose jerseys were made from recycled bottles from Taiwan. Thanks to science and technology, PET bottles have driven the circular economy, finding a new life from garbage that could last for 10,000 years, and also promoted a spiritual cycle of rebirth.
In addition to turning trash into gold and gold into love, there is a clear flow of aid around the world to the victims of disaster relief. It also shows that Taiwan's environmental technology can help environmental protection and allow the love of volunteers to become part of this gift that can help the rest of the world.